What's up? It's that time of the week. Can't believe it already. Friday FLUCK-UPs. So this week, my FLUCK-UP was that it's actually two things. One, I'm always squawking about hydration. Well, my son came down with the flu. And I have not been hydrating myself properly. I'm just going to be honest. I fell short of my goals. It is what it is. I've pivoted. I am getting back on track. But yeah. So the other thing is that I didn't trust that rest or pause for something was actually a necessary reset and a pivot. What I mean by that. There was a goal for a creative endeavor that I have been working on for like the last year and a half, almost 2 years. And I've been pushing and trudging along in a direction, right? And there was a particular way that I wanted it to a particular offering that I wanted attached to this for you all. And the platform that I kept trying to force it to work on would not allow me to do that. And so I kept trying to find back doors, back ways, because I felt like this new platform would be something that, would elevate the brand. And, I got caught up in the capitalism of it all. I'm not going to lie, right? It was a whole spiral. I'm glad I caught myself. And one day, in the throes of just feeling stuck and completely just like, I can't, like that creative dam, that wall, right? That Saturn and Aries energy hit. And I was just like, what am I doing? It's a whole existential crisis moment. Like my friends can tell you, like it really was. But the beauty in that pause, that Saturn and Aries, right? Energy, was that for me, it forced me to revisit the old platform that I was trying to leave, to really see how what I was trying to build over here in the new, if it actually needed to exist in the same ways, or like where was the misstep, right? And lo and behold, the misstep was that I hadn't allowed the technology of the old platform to actually catch up and surpass the technology of this new platform, right? Because now the reasons I was leaving the old platform, they've completely corrected everything. They've incorporated and upgraded so many new features that actually make it seamless and so much more easy for me to offer the very things that I wanted to offer. So the misstep was I didn't pause and rest to allow that which I was already growing with to catch up and grow to the needs that I now have. So I want you to ask yourselves, in what ways have you possibly been stunting your own growth, or potentially stunting the growth of a creative project, a relationship, anything, right? Because you're trying to usher it along in a way that is stylized and ritualistic for other people. Or, if not in that capacity, you're just being too impatient and you feel like your growth needs to be lickety-split. When I allowed myself to play around with the new platform and saw all the new features, that block ended. I had my creative spark back. I had so many new ideas. And I realized that there was no need to recreate the wheel. All I needed to do was to trust in the growth. Sometimes we get so caught up in feeling that growth is this exponential thing and that it needs to be meteoric and it needs to be viral and it needs to be seen. Sometimes you need that plateau to rest, to let things settle. Plateau doesn't mean stalemate. Plateau means catch your breath, right? And so I'm grateful that I took the moment to catch my breath in some ways. And in other ways, I'm grateful that I didn't continue to trudge along and expend energy in a direction that no longer serves me. And that really possibly wasn't going to serve me or you all or my purpose. So, that being said, take a moment to pause, trust the plateau. It's really more of a reset and an opportunity for you to get your bearings straight, catch your breath, and to determine where you should allow your energy to flow. Keep your gaze forward, have a wonderful weekend, and do better than me. Hydrate.